That's what to talk about. Pop music. I need a. Oh, you know what I can do? I got an idea. I got an idea. What up? There we go. Yeah, I think I had it for set for children. For children! The kids only or whatever. I was trying to make it happen. I'm trying to set something up here too to make it. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna reorder that taller stand so I can charge my phone while it's on the stand. If I go quiet, it's good. That's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We all right. Making it happen. Making it happen, Captain. I'll make jokes about you having something in your mouth or something. Yeah, sorry. My bad. There we go. Okay, there we go. So what can I do to make that work? We're going to let's see. 1, 2. All right, I can do something like that. All right, and now we're going to. We got 2 likes somehow. Somebody's in here. What up? All right, let me see. So if I can do that. Let me go. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I broke something already. Dang it. All right. Okay. All right. What am I doing? This can go like that. Let me go like that. What I was talking about? Pop music. Sorry. I know everybody's looking at my forehead. But I'm trying to invent my my camera stand so I can charge my whack-a-mole, smack-a-mole while I'm chatting. While I'm chatting. Where is my dang tape edge? Why did I make tape so difficult to use? You know what I mean? All right, let me say here. Nice, I found it. I found it. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Bang, bang, bang. There we go. There we go. Oh no, it was the last piece of tape. I did all that for nothing. Oh, darn it. Darn it. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Space Cowboy, dude. Stupid. That's very true. Very true, my friend. Stupid is as stupid does. Stupid is as stupid does. Show enough. Show enough. Good to see you, Space Cowbizzle. Space Cowboy. Now I know it's gonna be backwards because I got my dang battery. My wackadoodle battery. Because I didn't think to charge the phone before I went live. Let me grab some more tape so I can tape my phone to the wall. Because that sounds like a good idea. Because stupid is as stupid does. And you'll be able to watch to see what stupid does. Okay, there we go. There we go. Locate the tape. Oh, I got a big old bunch of tape here. 7 more days till I just. Oh, dude, that's depressing for me. I'm gonna have Kat change her name to Space Cowboy 8.5. Change her name to Space Cowboy 8.5. Because she'll never replace you. All right, let me see what I can do here. Yeah, most people would have done this before they gone live, probably, but I'm definitely not most people. 7 days till you leave America. Leave America. How long are you going? Okay, for 10 days. 10 days. 10 days. Let's see. 10 days. He's like, I had enough. Like, but in all fairness, I did make this trip while Biden was still president. Hilarious. There we go. Oh, there goes my nasal spray. Let's talk about pop music. Let's talk about pop music. What up, Dylan? What up? Hold on, I'll give everybody their propers once I get. I'm taping my phone to the wall because I forgot to charge it, so I'm going to tape it to the wall so it can. I don't even have enough money to buy a tripod. I'm working on it though. We're making it happen, everybody. We're making it happen. Dylan says, "Hey, brother." I think he meant to say, "Hey, brother," but he said, "Hey, brother," because we got Dylan right there, Dylan from Ohio, and we got Space freaking Cow Bizzle 99999. All right. Got a new shirt on today. Got a new shirt on because I started to stink. I'm pretty poor. Let me see. I can't change over to my and I'll tell you something, even though the property looks like I got loot, I'll tell you how lucky people used to get back in the day. So 13 years ago, this property was $205,000. House, everything. So the house we sold in Maryland was $215. We sold it for, and we got their asking price within the week. It was sold within a week, so it didn't stay on the market for long at all. And the first person that looked at it bought it. So we were able to pay this house, not pay this house off, because listen to me here. So the investing that $215,000. Listen up, people. This is 110th grade stuff here. Investing that $215,000 paid a monthly dividend that was more than the mortgage was on the house. So I made money by not paying the house off. Now I'm making the mortgage payment plus a little bit of extra. No, opposite. Using dang it, can't remember the name. Not using a standard bank, using a credit union, and using a credit union, APL credit union, Applied Physics Laboratory credit union. The investment, so it's not just sticking in a savings account. It's in an investment. It's in a long-term mutual fund. I get let's just say my mortgage was $200 a month. I get like $206 a month is the return on the investment. What up, Talking Orange? Yeah, so not getting hosed on. But if I would have taken that money and not invested it, if I would have sold the house and got cash, I would have had to get a sizable chunk of that. I would have gotten hosed on capital gains taxes, but I never did. It went directly from a real estate to an investment. You're not taxed on investment until after you cash out. Talking Orange Vid says, "What's up, everybody? I'm here to color you in." Color you out, freaking stupid. Oh, that's not me. Talking Orange Viz. Wow. Oh, that's actually dizzy. I'm gonna puke. How you doing, everybody? Welcome. But yeah, so sometimes I'll make you laugh, sometimes I'll make you cry, sometimes I'll make you cringe, sometimes I'll make you die. Just kidding, don't die. What up, Kip? Hello, Danny DeVito. Yeah, boy. Danny DeVito. Eat a lot of Dorito. We can see this way. Bam. We gotta get the Kip. We gotta get the. Dang it. There we go. Oh, I lost him. Oh, there we are. Kip. They call him Texas Kip. Oh man. But yeah. So when people and this is the thing, they don't teach kids at all anything to do with life. They don't teach kids anything to do with taxes in school. They don't teach you how money actually works. Like, where does the money come from? It's printed, so what does it mean? How does it work? And so when people have questions, because they don't want you to know, they don't want you to know how to not get hosed on taxes, so they don't teach you any of that stuff. Yeah. Think about it. Think about if you were in the government and somebody walked up to you and said, "We got a couple $1 billion. We need to figure out how to educate these kids." And you're thinking, it's my job to figure out how to educate these kids. But how can I make a shit ton of money off of this deal? Nice try, AI. Did you see my latest one? Did you see my latest popsicle? The popsicle that automatically feeds it to yourself? The popsicle turns into a snake and then it can crawl in your mouth. So if you're super lazy, they only teach you that if you go to school for it. Exactly. But I'm talking, that's college. That's what you pay for. I'm talking about high school. Most people have jobs out of high school. I made a popsicle for lazy people. Did you see it, Ten Light? I'm sure you did. I don't know if that was the one we were talking under or not, but yeah. Hey! 10 Light says hello. Bam. 10 Light. 10 Light's right next to my bed, so when I roll over in the morning, I'm like, there's 10 Light. Don't let Herb the perb. Don't let Herb the perb find your popsicle. He'll stick it in his mouth. He'll stick it in his mouth. He'll stick it in his mouth and suck it. Put it in your mouth and suck it. That's a what is that? That's South Park. Eat them, take them, my chocolate salted balls, put them in your mouth and suck them. I'm in love with my girl, 10 Star Light. They call me 10 Light Beer Star. I'm in love. I'm in love with you. I don't know what to do. There's some 1980s in there. I'm in love. I have such a overwhelming feeling of love. Absolutely. I don't know what that means. But yeah. So like I miss everybody. I miss communication with you. So it's like when I'm gone, like, I can't wait to get back online to be with my friends. And that girl that doesn't like me. Studio. Studio. Freaking dare, Paul, not Paul. What's his name? Something Paul. No, I can't remember his name. Studio. It'll pop in my brain. So you really need to stop lying about. I'm 48. I was born in 1977. 1970, January 10th, 1977. 100%. Ask Kat. Kat was born January 10th also, but she was born in 90. So she's 35 and I'm 48. You know that's absolutely not true. People are wanting to be. I don't understand what you're saying. You know that's absolutely not true that people are wanting to be online. What? I'm not a baby boomer. My parents are baby boomers. I'm a Generation X. I'm not January 10th, 1977. And if I had an ID or something around me. Oh, you know what? Let me see. Here's some of my investment papers. Let me see if it's got my date of birth on it. Retirement target. Oh, that's got my last name on it. You don't want to see that stuff. Oh, this is for my IATSE. That's the movie industry. International Association for Theater and Stage Employees. Anyway, whatever. I don't care what you believe about me. This guy has been stoned since the 3rd grade. What? What? Look, January 10th, 1977. 1977. Wooka 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 wooka. You mean that you actually have a last name other than Richard? I do. I have a middle name too. My middle name is Charles. Richard Charles. Charles. That was my grandfather's name. That was also Cat's grandfather. Cat's mom's dad was Charles, and my mom's dad was Charles. But my mom was the oldest of the three daughters that my grandparents had on my mom's side. On my dad's side, they had five kids. No, yeah, five, three boys and two girls. Radio. No, no, I don't have a screen. I don't have a SAG card. I probably could, maybe. I don't know. I probably have enough screen time to get a SAG card, but that wasn't. You don't understand how little. I'm not gonna say how little. They don't make as much money as you think they make. So much of act when they say $10 million, you got $100 million. No. They might have got that on paper, but not in real life. Because 15% of that instantly is going to their management. 10% of it's going to their hairdresser. 42% of it's going to taxes. So it's like if they say they're making $1 million on a movie, they're making 300,000 after taxes, maybe a little less than that. So $300,000, but living in California, you can't even buy a house with that. So you have to make multiple movies. Then you get the house, but the house costs $100,000 a year to operate. So you need to continue to make movies. Just because you buy an expensive house doesn't mean it's game over. You need to keep paying butlers and who's okay? What up? Who's what? Oh, who's not? Have you ever heard of a double cousin? Because my mom said she had a double cousin, and I know it sounds really, really incestuous. I don't know what a double cousin is. Do you recall Cheaper by the Dozen? Yep, absolutely. Do you recall Cheaper by the Dozen? Incestuous. Yeah, no, I do recall Cheaper by the Dozen, but I've never heard of Double Cousin. Double Cousin? That like a cousin and a lover at the same time? That would be very rude. Could you imagine like my mom walking in and being like, "Stop kissing my sister's daughter"? Okay, that was disgusting. Wow. Oh, dang it. I got a pimple in my nose. So you really, I mean, I don't care. So I actually wrote my age up here. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. But I wrote my age up there so when people ask, I can just show them. Are you saying that that's the reason a lot of entertainment actors live in Phoenix, Arizona? Yes, right. 100%. 100%. That's why most big money actors don't live in LA. They live in Georgia or because it's absolutely, it makes no sense at all. But if you're going to be in the LA Union, you have to have a property there because they want to milk that money. They're like, oh, if you want to be in the Union, then you got to be able to. Blah, 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 blah. So then when they give you a $10 million movie, they know 4 million of that 10 is going back to California taxes. Right. Absolutely. So yeah, it's all a big scam. It's all the reason these people are on, because they want you to spend money to be like these actors. The reason these actors most of them wouldn't care about Facebook and all that bull crap. They would want their privacy, but the reason that they push their privacy out is because they look at what's her face, what's her whore, what's her name? Kim Kardashian. She's paid $1 million for a post on Instagram because so many people want to be like her that if she posts something to say, oh, this is the lip gloss I use and it allows me to suck ding-a-ling for 9 hours straight. Yay! So then everybody else can be, oh, I gotta get her lip gloss and then I gotta make a TikTok about me using her lip gloss. So if they can pay her $1 million to say, oh, this is the best lip gloss, they're going to sell a hell of a lot more than $1 million worth of that lip gloss. So you can get a loan against her former, her future variance, income variance, or whatever. I can't remember the term. So that you can say, "Hey, bank, I made some lip gloss that lubricates the lips, and we need $1 million." So Kim Kardashian will be like, "This is the most lippiest lipidable lippy Goo Master 1000 freaking lip gloss ever." And we got to pay her $1 million. But when all of her TikTok and Instagram people see it, they're going to buy it. And it's going to be $22 a tube. It's going to cost $1 a tube to make. Yeah. Have you heard of Kissing? I've heard of Kissing Cousins. Yeah. I've noticed a lot of entertainment actors also live in Utah. Yeah, absolutely. Right. There's a reason for that. Because if you're religious, you get religious exemptions. Yeah, it's all a big scam. All a big scam. You get religious exemptions and all that. I think whoever they person ISIS. Hold on. I think whoever they person ISIS delusional, because normal American citizens cannot afford the things the actors and entertainers. Right, but enough of them can that the people making the products for. Listen, why do you think there's Lamborghinis and Ferraris? Because there's enough really rich people to make Lamborghini and Ferrari really rich. But you have to have a product for them. People didn't bust their asses that hard to get that much money to drive a 1992 Honda Civic. They want to be able to prove that they're driving. Right. She's an absolute, yeah. I'm not saying Kim Kardashian is even a nice person at all. I mean, her mom, did you look up what her mom did for her and Ray J? She basically directed their porns. She filmed like 3 or 4 porns with Ray J. The only way you could be sure that would involve a full investigation by the matter of a lawyer and independent counsel who would do their due diligence and not have any knowledge. Look how many masks that were sold. Exactly, because we were told to. And 6 feet. Listen, we all buy their marketing. That 6 feet. That number was pulled out of the asshole. There was no studies that said 6 feet is where the virus lands at 5'11" So if you're 6 feet away, the virus can't. None of that happened. No one did any studies for that. What the hell is his name? The doctor, the frickin' Fauci, he pulled that out of his asshole. And when he started making money selling masks, he started telling people to wear 2 or 3 masks. You can find videos of him telling people to wear 2 or 3 masks, and he layered them up and he put them on the newscast because he made money off of lying to you people. Doctor Who. Yeah, all that. And then think about like a lot of the COVID masks you were getting were from scrap material. So if people were making shirts or bed sheets, they had a bunch of scrap material left over, but they could punch out the little 2-loop. I'm not talking about the N95. I'm talking about the piece of shit ones you got for $5 at gas stations. That was all scrap stuff. That made people so rich. They made so much money off of us. They had to print $4 trillion more because people couldn't get rich enough fast enough. There wasn't enough money in the economy. They had to create $4 trillion more. Everything I say to you, look it up. I was thinking Jay Leno owns all those luxury cars because he didn't have like 50 of them and a grandson. Well, so so that has something to do assets. If you just stick your money in the bank and you get less than 4%, because inflation is like 4% a year on average. So if you're making less than 4%, the reason banks work is because you can put your money in the bank and they're going to pay you 1%. But the inflation is 4%. So if you just had your money under your mattress, you would make more money than putting your money into the bank because they're not paying you that. So and they're going to cost you. They're going to give you fees, yearly fees, this and that. So they're going to make money off of your money, and you're going to lose money. It doesn't make any sense to use a bank, except like you might lose all your money if the bank burns down. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense to put your money into a bank. That's why people that are rich, they don't have liquid cash. They have assets. Because old cars like Jay Leno has, go up in value. Those are pieces of art. And then houses, $1 million mansions, even $100,000 houses go up in value because that's why it's called real estate. Real. It's not fake estate. It's not art estate. It's real. You can touch it, and they're not going to make any more land. So that's it. Once they run out, so that goes up in value. So that's why so many rich people like Donald Trump makes money off that. He doesn't just put his money in the bank, because it does money. Your money needs to work for you. If your money's not making you at least 4%, it's no good just sitting in the bank at all. That's why so many people, everything depreciates. No, not everything depreciates. Real estate does not depreciate. It does not. Real estate does not depreciate. The land does not depreciate at all. At all. The house on it might depreciate if something bad happens to it, if it's not upkept. Kim's mother did porn with Ray J. Hollywood is causing inflation. Absolutely. Because we get our news from Hollywood. So they set themselves up in a way that they know that they can profit from inflation. They set themselves up in that scheme. Then they release all these shows and news and blah, 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 blah. That's going to cause inflation to suffer to swell faster. Then they make money off of that. Think about it. Think about the people that are bitching right now that, Trump caused a drop in the stock market. Do you know how awesome that is? Do you know how kick-ass that is? But you're told how bad it is because Trump bad. No, it's so good because you can buy stock it's going to go up. It's going to go up, but you can buy stock now at a reduced price, and then in a few weeks it's going to go up. You're going to double your money. But everybody's like, oh, no, what did he do? No, they're full of shit. They want to scare you into not buying stock so that they can buy the stock. Fraud what? For what? That's what they're doing, is fraud. Absolutely, a billion trillion %. Because they're manipulating the market. But you have to prove it. You know, and that's the thing. How are you going to prove it? How are you going to prove it? How are you going to prove it? But yeah, but because of the inflation and everything, the previous inflation, what Trump was doing is making a reset, and it's called a correction. It's actually called a correction. If Trump didn't get in trouble for inflating property prices. No. So the woman that made that shit up. Okay, this is the thing. If he inflated property prices in order to make money off of somebody, then yes, it would have been bad. But he didn't. There was no victim in his crime. And if you were going to sell your house right now, and you know, you could say, I know how much I think my house is worth. I put $100,000 in the paint, this and that. So I think my house is worth $300,000. Well, then. If you sold it for $300,000 and it was only worth $50,000, then that's a crime to the person that bought it. But nothing happened. Trump didn't sell it to anybody, so there was no crime at all. Even the bank that gave him the loan, if he would have lied to get the loan to get more money from the loan, then the bank would have been fraudulently affected. But the bank even said no. We'll even do. He did great. He made money. I made money. Everything. So it's a bunch of. And now she's going through the trial for what she said Trump did. He did make his wealth. Yeah, absolutely. 4% inflation quarter over quarter is not sustainable. No shit, it's not sustainable. But the thing is, you have to understand. A hawk killed. A hawk killed a mama robin in my front yard. The circle of life, my friend. It's hard to see. Yeah, absolutely. But if you can't prove it, what does it matter, right? And they know you can't prove it, so they don't care. There's something called Menu Gate. Menu Gate was this guy lived in one of these skyscrapers. And he realized that when he left for work every day, the same like pizza delivery menus were on everybody's door. He was the only person that lived in this entire building, and there was like 1,000 other rooms. He was on the 10th floor, and every floor that he went down, all the doors still had the pizza menu from like 2 months before. So no one's been in or out to collect their menus, and it's called Menu Gate. You can look it up. Yeah, that shit happens all the time. So that and movies like they movies launder money because think you can say if I have $1 billion I need to launder, the best thing I could do is go make a movie for 100 million and then say, well, I need to do marketing in Zimbabwe. So then you're going to send a couple million of your fake money to Zimbabwe or your dirty money to Zimbabwe to do the advertising that will then come in as clean money on ticket sales. Sorry. I just got sent a what's Ocean Gate? Oh, let me see if I just downloaded this picture correctly or not. My sister just sent one from yesterday's. Me, my brother, my sister. There we go. Look at us, aren't we awesome? Oh, that's cool. Good picture. Good picture. Oh, sorry. There. Oh, I guess my sister took the picture. That's my mother, my brother, myself, and my father. Get close, girls. Get close, ladies. Condos, Florida, Daytona, condos, Florida, Daytona, Oceans 1 to 11. Ocean Gate. But that's the thing. Where they say it takes money to make money, it takes real money to make real money. But absolutely. And the thing is also, this is what's crazy about the left. They talk about how they release all the criminals and how criminality isn't that bad. Criminals are okay. We release them all the time. Then they made Trump a criminal. And they're like, oh my God, he's a criminal. Okay, but people that kill people, you let out of jail. But he wrote some numbers different on some paper, and it's like, I'm back, Kentucky. What up, dude? Hold on, let me get you your propers. Ow. What up? What up? Bam, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Thumbs up, chicken butt, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm excited. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Anybody remember Welcome Back, Kotter? I know you remember, Temlight. Temlight, you remember Welcome Back, Kotter, right? Welcome back. Who? She's a brick. Okay, I need to figure out who E. Jean Carroll is. E. Jean. I don't know. I'll look it up. Avery Jones. Hey, mister, did you get a PO? Yes. No, I didn't. Should I have gotten one? Dang it. Hey, Avery, you got my email address? Send me an email. I'll send you the address to send it to, my friend. Yeah, you got coffee for me, right? Yeah, I'll give you my mailing address, Avery. So 13th grader. Okay, you know where it's at on my go to the 110th grade channel, and then bam. Saved by the Bell, yes. Welcome Back, Kotter. Saved by the Bell was in like the 70s. I mean, Saved by the Bell was in like the 90s. Welcome Back, Kotter was in the 70s. All right, yeah, absolutely. And I'll stick the bag on the wall. I'll let it be known. I appreciate you, Avery. Unless it gives me the squirts. Welcome back. Yes, I watched The Office, a little bit of it. I didn't watch. I watched like the first 2 seasons religiously, and then I started to wiggle wobble off, whatever the term is. No, we're talking about just the standard stuff. What we did Mother's Day. You want to see a picture of my family? This was Mother's Day yesterday. Except my sister took the picture, so we can't see my sister in the pic. We're all acting like we're seeing something amazing, except for my mom. She's just smiling. We're like, oh, look over there. Look, a bird, a plane. Oh, nice. Well, you want to know, was there some irony? I don't know if you know that Roseanne Barr ran for political seat and then she ended up losing her job on the show. Yes, I did know that. That's why she's such a fan of the Trumpster. Do you recall Tom Slick? He used $1.99 to show you his. Sorry, no, I don't remember Tom Slick. Tom Slick. Grace Slick. Yeah, I remember Grace Slick from the band freaking there Jupiter, not Jupiter. What was the name of her band? Satellite Starship. Right? Starship, yeah. Yeah. Starship, yeah. Yep. Yeah. And the thing is, what was crazy about, because Roseanne Barr has given more money to help black people, black artists, black producers, black comedians than anybody else, than any company, than any other bullshit, leftist bullshit. And they disbarred her basically because they wanted to be like, give us billions of dollars and we'll make sure black people get it good amounts of money. And she's like, fuck you, I make millions of dollars, I'll help them directly. And then she's like, no, not her, but the leftists were like, no, we need the government to give us money so we can give it to them, knowing damn well they're never going to give it to anybody. They're going to put it in their own pockets. And that's why that happened. They blackballed her. Well, if you remember the name of Roseanne, her birth name, and her sister Jackie. I remember Jackie, yeah. On the show with Jackie Harris. Yeah, I remember that. That sounds good. Great. But Grace Slick, I want to say, was a singer in the band Jefferson Starship. I wish I could freaking. Roseanne's show was popular because she resonated exactly. Right. And that's. I got a bunch more images. Dang it. Sorry, I keep doing that. All right. Right. So, and I think that, and you think that the Trumper, the Humper Trumper rallies and stuff like that, that resonated with a lot of the blue collar. And interesting, they talk about blue collar and white collar. They're actually talking about the collar. Like white collar are people that wear nice white shirts, like, suits with white shirts. And blue collar used to be the color people wore for like engineers and trash men and stuff, wore blue collared shirts. Grace Slick was a singer. I don't remember the name of the band. It was Jefferson Starship, then Starship. And then we got more pictures. Just arrived. That's my dad and me, and there's my mom. You can't see, that sucks. So that was my dad's 75th birthday, and then Mother's Day. And that's the other one you just saw. Anyway, my brother just sent them in, so I figured I'd show you. And the people asked Roseanne, how come she sang terrible at the baseball game when she sang, see, the Star Spangled Banner, and she said she sang like an American. Terrible. Well, come on, she wasn't a known singer. I thought it was funny. I mean, that's me. What up, Landover? Landover, see? Do you rockin' the suburbs? Hell yeah, dude. I used to cover Ben Folds 5 songs. Ben Folds 5, yeah. Rockin' the suburbs, just like Quiet Riot did. Rockin' the suburbs, except that he was talented. Take the cash and leave the chat. That some producer with computers fixes all my shitty tracks these days. Yeah. Rockin' the suburbs. Lando, sorry, my friend. I started singing. Let me see if I can find you. I just Landover. There we go. My apologies, Landover. I was thinking white collar. Yeah. Rocking the suburbs, just like Michael Jackson did. I'm rocking the suburbs, except that he was talented. Rocking the suburbs. I take the checks and face the facts that some producer with computers fixes all my shitty tracks these days. Yeah. I was Thinking white collar was more like doctors and lawyers and judges. It's people that wore, it's businessmen, non-dirty people was white collar. People that wore white shirts didn't get messy. People with blue collars did. They had grease on their hands, dirt. They were trash men and stuff like that. People who get paid quite a bit more money, and blue collars, people who get dirty. It's exactly. People that want to stay clean pay their slaves less money to make sure that, and they make money off of them too. Liquor is in name. Slick ice. Slick ice. What are we talking about here, Tantalite? Liquor. He says liquor. Liquor is in name. Slicker. I'm gonna slicker liquor. I'm gonna liquor in her slicker. I'm gonna liquor make her slicker. Whoa, what's going on here? These days, I'm rocking the suburbs, except that he was talented. Rocking the suburbs. I take the checks and face the facts. And some producer with computers fixes all my shitty tracks these days. Yeah. Sorry. Brought me back. Y'all don't know what it's like being middle class. Y'all don't know what it's like being black, middle class, and white. Y'all don't know what it's like being that middle class and white. Yeah. So many Jennies. Jenny. Welcome, Bobbis Dobbis. I got you on the wall, Bob Dobbs, right here, my friend. Bob Dobbs. Bam. They call me Bob Dobbs. He's Gribblitarian. Insane merryman. Rocking the suburbs. What up, BD? I got VD from my boy BD. We were screwing up one night and we had some LSD. LSD. My friend Ten Light thinks I'm old as hell. She said, you got to take a shower because your armpits smell. I said, I just changed my shirt because I was real stinky. You're so fly. Pretty fly for a white guy. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. I miss acid. You don't have to. You don't have to. You know, you can get mushroom infused wannabe beers, non-alcohol beers now, so you can trip out. It says just drink one can, but just drink two. Yeah, and you can trip out off of them. I mean, it's definitely not listed. It's not illicit. Listen. Yes, I do the recovery. It's too. Yes, it is being old, brother. It is right. The next day or two, and the psychological, like knowing that, like that when you're trying to go to bed, that the night of your trip ending, and you're going to bed, and you know that when you wake up, you're not going to be the same person that you were when you went to sleep. That feeling that you have, like everything's going to change, the way I think, the way I feel. I'm not going to wake up the same person I was when I started this morning. Over the hedge. No, over the hedge. That does kind of ring a bell, but it's not really ringing it. Yeah, I'd stick with the natural psilocybins. No more acid for me, bro. Yeah, dude. But you know what? It's like getting into a car accident. You know, they're fun when you're young and they don't kill you, but now they'll take a toll, boy. Me? No. Why? I mean, I'm growing. I don't have any money. I can't go get a haircut. I used to cut my own hair. I mean, for the past, because I'm all right. I'm whatever. I don't care. Do you care? Are you not going to come to the live show anymore because I keep growing my hair? I'll find somebody. Yeah, no, but I mean, we'll see what it ends up being. You better ring that bell harder. That sounds familiar too. You better ring that bell harder. No, I can't. Dang it. I gotta find my tablet. I pawned it so I can get toilet paper. Just kidding. Yeah, she wants me to go bald, right? Rocking the suburbs. Just like Quiet Riot did. Rocking the suburbs. Except that they were talented. Yeah, I still can, but why? I mean, what do you want me to do with it? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to do something in particular with my hair? Like maybe cut this stuff off so it doesn't go into my ear holes when I stick my Jamalama in there. When I stick my Jamalama in there. my how is it you were in a house if you don't have any money? Did you not hear my story? So selling the house in Maryland, and I have another house in Baltimore. Selling the house in Maryland, and then not that money, the money that we got for selling the house in Maryland, I invested it. So that investment covers my mortgage payment and some dollars. So every month, enough to cover the mortgage and everything. Man, I'm a big old Ben Folds fanboy. Absolutely. What's the one about give me my money back, you bitch, and my black t-shirt. About his ex-girlfriend that broke up with him. So he says, give me my money back. Chat wants a reverse Rebel Hawk. You got to understand. I don't know if you can see anything from where you guys are at, but I've got such a freaking, dude, I got scars on my forehead. I've got like freaking wackadoodle, smackadoodle, freaking dents and shit. And I lived life, let me tell you. But yeah, it would be like, and that ain't happening. That ain't happening. I mean, unless all of a sudden I get famous and people are like, "Oh, $5 million for charity for kids," and then I'd be like, "Okay, let's do it." You know, but just for freaking like $50 or something, I ain't doing nothing like that. Nothing like that, because my pockets ain't fat. So I used to have long hair. I donated my hair when I first moved down to Maryland. First moved down from Maryland. I had long hair. I had it past my nipples. I was 14 inches of hair that got donated to Locks of Love because I never dyed it or anything. Locks of Love, and I think they ended up being. Actually, I don't think it was Locks of Love. There was another one because Locks of Love I think ended up being a scam. And yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cute. It was pretty cute. Big man. Oh, was that Crimson Diamond? Big man. Dr. Doolittle. What's your stand in the trolley cart problem? What's your stand? What's your stand in the That's ringing a bell. I will donate $55 for Reverse Mohawk Live. Not happening, my friend. I appreciate the help. But yeah. So right. So find 100,000 more people to do that same thing, and I'll take like 10 grand of it, and the rest of it can go to charity. $5 million for charity for kids sounds like money laundering to fraud. We could set up an actual GoFundMe like event. We could pre-spend the money. We can pre-spend the money. Like I said, give me 10 grand so I can have some food and stuff and pay some bills for the next couple months. But that the rest of the 5 million, we can have it pre-spent. This is going to go to this charity. This is going to go to that charity. This is going to go to this. We can have it all. I would be freaking crystal clear. Absolutely, 100%. Because I know that shit would come back from God in spades. We helped his children that well. Man, tell you what. No problem. I'll be 100%. I would allow people the website they could log into and they could see where every dime went. Yes. We used to put lightning bugs in our mouth and smile, but we had to use we used the car's mirror because we didn't have cell phones back then. So we could look in the mirror, and as they lit up, our teeth would light up. Then we used to take their egg sacs and we would write our names on our shirts because that's actually their eggs that glow. Their egg sacs that glows, and we would write our names with it. You have to catch a bunch of them, and yeah, and you could have glow in the dark shirts for like a half hour. But yeah, brother, I definitely had a bunch of lightning bugs in my mouth, and that's odd you talk about that because at one time it was on one of those missions. if you know what I'm talking about. On one of those missions. On one of those missions. I will spit the bugs out. I'll, I'll put them in my mouth, but I'll spit the bugs out. I ain't swallowing them. Some of the bitches. I mean, I will for charity money. We're talking about there. But no. Like, oh, dude, bugs are so disgusting. And this is the problem. Nowadays, bug poison doesn't just kill the bug. A lot of times, the poison that they put on, they spray for bugs, they want bugs to live long enough to get back to their roosts so that they kill a bunch of other eggs and shit. So if you catch a cricket, you got no idea if it's wackadoodled out with freaking, with, what is that stuff they used to use? The Silent Summer DDT, dimethyl tellurate. I used to know it so far. You will eat the bugs. You will eat the bugs, Richard. You will eat the bugs. You will eat the bugs. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Don't eat the bugs. They got families. The bugs got families. And I really need some of those glasses that have like the camera in them so you guys can see what I'm doing. I mean, I'm thinking, I keep forgetting, have you ever lit a bottle rocket? No, dude. My sister just said to my brother that she looks a bit fat in the picture, so she's pissed. Sorry. But okay, so I have never lit a bottle rocket in my butt crack. But my buddy Kevin Delaney, he was the big guy. He was 6 foot, like 260 pounds. He was 6 foot, 260 pounds. The big, we called him the big guy. And yeah, we would stick the big ones, the ones that were like 3 feet long and had like the freaking 6 inch, 8 inch long, 6 to 8 inch long actual rocket. Yeah, dude. But we weren't, he wore a leather jacket, so like the blast hit his jacket, didn't hurt him anything. Summer's Eve, douche. We're gonna touche the douche. But yeah, I've never stuck one in my buttock. Oh man, bottle rockets, they were so much fun. I never starred in, I never starred in or had anything to do with any of the Jackass recordings or productions. But I would have, absolutely. My nose is sweaty. It's been an hour and I didn't shower. Girl power. Jackass. Jackass. They call me the man from the past. They say, why don't you last? Because I'm a jackass, and I don't last. I'm a jackass, and I don't last. Summer's Eve, feminine douche. And do you know, if you know French, douche means shower in French. So you're showering that beaver. You wouldn't believe her. Brass monkey, that funky monkey. Brass monkey junkie, that funky monkey. Took the feather, took the rope down, pick the rest up, spinning around. I don't know all the words. He might have brass monkey, but I don't get with it. I can't remember the words. I used to know every freaking lyric. I drink brass monkey, but I don't rock. I drink brass monkey and I rock well. I got a castle in Brooklyn, that's where I dwell. Brass monkey, that funky monkey. I love this freaking show. Whatever this show is, we call it 110th grade show. Freaking awesome. Man. Do you know that if you look at that Beastie Boys album cover, the plane, the airplane that's on the cover. If you look at the designation numbers on the ass end of the plane, it says "Eat Me" if you read it backwards. Phoebe Buffett, Warren Buffett, Jimmy Buffett, warm my Buffett, Beastie Boys, Beastie Boys, Beastie Boys. I rock well. I got a castle in Brooklyn. That's where I dwell. I got a castle in Brooklyn. That's where I dwell. I got a castle in Brooklyn. That's where I dwell. My nose is big, so I can smell. Umar said it's the same thing. Sorry, I keep getting text messages. It's that lens. That's what makes her look fat. The lens. Do you like when someone toasts your buns? Casey Nunez. Casey Nunez. Casey Nunez. Nunez. Ring the bell too, and I can't. I like when somebody toasts my buns. The humidity. Oh, I wasn't fat. It was the humidity messing with the lens. That's my stupid sister. She's awesome. Casey Nunez. It's stumping my brainy cells. Yeah, sure. Somebody could toast up my buns, warm in my buns. Unless that means like American Me, if you know what that. Remember that movie? That was horrible. Oh, that was a knife. Casey Nunez. Oh, now my mom jumped into the chat. The humidity didn't help. This making fun of my sister now. Sorry, everybody. Casey, I wish I could. Why can't I split screen the freaking YouTubes so I can search? If anyone's got a phone that's better than the. Can I say Claire? Claire, I might say Claire. Can you say hi, Claire? Hi, Claire. If anyone's got a phone that's better than the Samsung Galaxy 10e and they're willing to get rid of it, talk to me about that. This thing is so broken and busted up. Well, let's go take a look at how broken my phone is. And I would like a little bit better quality. I don't have any money, so I could pay for the shipping. Man, okay. Let's go into my bathroom here. All right. So let's look at the lenses. Ready? Sorry, did it again. Look at this. Can you see how busted noodled my lenses are? It doesn't even have any glass on it. There you go. Now you can see it. So that's why lenses. Casey Nunez was the original YouTube version at the beginning of YouTube, along with Paul, shares the name Robin. Oh, no, right. Everybody, look at me. All right. Yeah, chicken is still good. But it's 9 o'clock now. Their auto run chicken door closes at 8:20, so they're already in the inside area. And I'll have this camera set up to so that we can see them. I'll have that set up probably the next day or two. I think the Claire's store. Claire's? I remember Claire's. Yeah. That's got to still be around, right? The mall where girls got barrettes and stuff. Where the girls got barrettes. Yeah, we still got little space cowboys still out there. What's up, Claire? Oh, now she's back. I guess your movie's over. Check it out, Kat. I got some pictures of the family yesterday. When jewelry makes your skin green. Hey, speaking of green, it makes the background green. Oh, I don't think you can see. You can't see my sister in this picture because it doesn't show the sides. Yeah, this just shows my sister's standing right on the other side of me. That's so dumb. You should be able to move the picture. Why can't you move the picture? Oh well. So I don't have any pictures of Karen. Oh, here she is. Nope, she's taking a picture here too. Yeah, whatever. My bad. Here you go. Here's my cat. Meow. Meow. All right, let's see. Now that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Let's turn this thing off. Done. The jewelry makes your skin green. The jewelry makes your skin green. It makes my bird poo. What you gonna do when your butthole smells like I do? Your butthole smells like I do. Honey glazed. Virgin peanuts. Gotta put them in your mouth. Put them in your mouth. And there is a bunch of tomfoolery going on around here. Kat, if you have an old phone that's better than better than my busted ass phone, bring it down if you want to donate it to me. I'm gonna start begging online for a nicer phone because I got this is a 10e. That means that's the lowest 10. 10e is the 10 economy version. And when my 22 got stolen, they could have poked me in my colon. Your images of your family is kind of remind me of Clark Griswold. Yeah, it should. That's what we go for. We go for the comedic edge. My whole family, we're all funny. My sister met her husband at a comedy show. My sister was doing, he was running the show, and my sister was going there to do what's it called? Open mic night. So yeah, we're all. I mean, my brother's not as funny. My brother more laughs at us, but my dad's funny. I'm funny. My mom's funny. My sister's funny. My brother's semi funny. He gets more pissed off than funny. So he's like the yin to our yang, or the yang to our yin, or whatever you want to call it. My finger's burning. Ah. Sorry, I do stupid things. I am a Griswold. I am a Griswold. I am a Griswold. You call me Clark Griswold. My butt cheeks are bald. You call me Clark Griswold. My butt cheeks are bald. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go check on everything. We will have a brief interaction, a brief delay. I'll be back. I'm going to try to be back by the next 10 minutes or so. I wish there was a better way to. I know I'll get it figured out. I make a better way to do intermission. But hugs and kisses, everybody. Love you for being here, and we'll be back in a little bit. Thank you. Peace.